going on, guys? So in this video, I'm just going to be talking about, the fact that a lot of our people, a lot of melanated people, a lot of specifically Black, Latinos, and Native Americans don't believe in the scriptures. They think that it's the so-called, YT man's book, and it's not. It's actually the book of our forefathers. It's the book of our history. And what I want to do is, if you become aware of the fact that you are, of the bloodline, that you're possibly of the bloodline of the Hebrews, of the ancient Hebrews, you need to take what it is that you've learned, that the Lord has given to you, and share and begin to share it with the brethren, and begin to spread this word and begin to spread this gospel, because you need to be spreading the gospel on all avenues, YouTube specifically, whatever other avenues, TikTok, Instagram, but definitely on YouTube. We need to be putting the word out there. We need to be spreading the gospel out there for our kingdom to come, because we can see that in this kingdom, everything is absolutely polluted. The food, the water, the air, everything is just like, the GMOs. I mean, just the fact that we have to pay for water is just like, it's just unbelievable. But, I'm going to be going into, in the next video, I'm going to be going into the so-called, I'm not going to call it the creation story, but the story of Adam and Eve, and how the serpent wasn't actually a snake, and how, the apple, the so-called fruit, the forbidden fruit actually refers to, just a mindset, a philosophy, a doctrine, not to go into that way. And how the serpent actually, how the serpent refers to a certain bloodline, that serve as a deceiver, as the deceivers, of the chosen seed, So I'm going to go essentially into the chosen seed, which is the seed of Adam and his descendants, which are the righteous seed, in the next video. And then in the video after that, I'm going to go into, the serpent seed, because there's always a chosen. The Most High always chooses a certain bloodline, and he for himself, and he makes the other, which is the serpent bloodline, of the enemy, of the adversary. And we know that it's all written. The scriptures tell us exactly what's going to happen from beginning till end, and ultimately we know what the outcome is going to be. The Most High God is going to be triumphant. The Most High God is going to, through His only begotten Son, is going to have His everlasting kingdom. We shall never be destroyed. We shall be ruled by the Most High. By the Messiah. Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, with his elect, which are 144,000, 12,000 from each of the tribes. And that's just what it's going to be, Now is the time for us to start, being on fire and not be lukewarm, Now is the time for us to really start pushing the word out there and really start making it happen, because, we can see that there's been a transition of power, and, it may seem like things are going to get better, but, I mean, literally we're on the verge of a very serious global conflict. And it's already happening. It just hasn't come to a city near you. And the only way that we're going to be able to get out of it, when it all culminates into exactly what it's going to be, which is a total nuclear disaster, a total nuclear disaster. And I mean, that's just what it's going to be. So now is the time for us to really get serious about pushing this word out there and pushing the gospel, and speaking and prophesying about the coming of our Lord and the coming of his kingdom. And, so I'm going to leave it there, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Talk to you all soon. Peace. Shalom.